Good evening, folks. It's Dennis from Aspen Thicket Grouse Dogs. Thanks for tuning in. We'd love to have you here this evening. It's a pretty dreary day in the Upper Peninsula. I know all my friends downstate are running dogs. All the woodcock banders are out finding broods. Even heard of some flying chicks. And as luck would have it in the UP today in Marquette County, it's snowing. But it'll be gone. We'll get through it. Alas, it gives me time to catch back up with you folks and talk about a few things that we're going to have going on at the kennel. And we're also going to do a product review of a product that I bought from my good friend Jeff at Field Armor. So, well, as we get into the spring, it's quiet season now. We're past April 16th, so you can't run your dogs in the woods unless you're a licensed woodcock bander. So PSA to everybody, if you didn't know that, now you do. Please be careful when you're out there. This also pertains to private land. And for those of you who train dogs on private land, you need to hook up with Chris Reitz at the Michigan DNR and get yourself a private lands training permit so you can post the property appropriately and make sure you're legit to use training birds during the quiet season. And I don't think there's a lot of people that know that, or for the most part, some preserves or kennels that even follow that, but it's really important that you have dot your I's, cross your T's, and do things right. So with that being said, we are going to be doing some woodcock banding when the cold weather ever goes away from the UP. It was actually just one of those UP days, right? It was like 73 degrees yesterday and now it's snowing, so it's a Michigan thing. But we'll get out and do some woodcock banding here on the channel, and hopefully we can band some chicks like we have done in the past and give everybody an experience with that, or at least some photos. We got to be real careful when we're handling the chicks. Most importantly is the health of the chicks, the health of the hen, and doing the scientific research before we actually take photos and videos and things along those lines, because we are out there to do a job rather than promote the pictures of ourselves on that. But so as we head into spring here at Aspen Thicket, we also have our puppy seminar, which is going to be on the Memorial Day weekend, Saturday, May 25th, from 8 a.m. till about noon or so. We have, I think, 20 people registered so far. Bring your young pup in and learn all about the puppy development program and all the learning phases and imprinting and all of the things that you should go through when you get a new pup. So if you have a new puppy and you're interested, please check us out on that one. We are going to be closing the registration pretty soon. Doesn't cost a lot. I think I set it at like $50. And the good news is all of the proceeds we make from that support a veterans hunt in the fall, Operation Aspen Thunder. And last year, we did that in conjunction with Mark Schlicht at BDM Kennels and several other folks that sponsored that helped us pull that off so we could get a bunch of veterans out grouse hunting for the first time. Was really, really cool. So thanks for all of your support on that. Later on, as we move into the summer, we do have some grouse clinics. Those are unfortunately all filled up already. However, Bonanza Part 2 is being planned right now, so stay tuned. We will be having it up here in the UP again, and we've even added some more merchants and sponsors this time. So it's going to be another great weekend of learning about dogs, learning about birds, learning about habitat, eating some of that great food that's cooked by Swanky and Weaver, and getting out into the woods with our dogs and getting some hands-on stuff done. It was really turned out to be a premier event last year. So stay tuned for more information on that. With that, what we're going to move into now is a product review that I have, and my good friend Jeff Walla over at Field Armor has developed this skid plate. And some of you who may be familiar with some of the older versions, there was the Mendota skid plate that was done by Mendota Products, and now Field Armor has their own version, which is really, really quality, nice piece of equipment here as I can see so far. It's got a leather face on it, right? And then it's made of this very durable material here, but it is super light. When I first got the package, I'll be honest, it came in this like little green bag that I have somewhere, right? And it was folded up like this, and I was like, oh, my vest must be here. And I picked it up and I was like, that can't be a vest, it's too light. So this thing is super light, but it also is super tough. It's made of the same material that the Field Armor warm weather vest for the dogs. It's same type of material that he has on that. And we've ran those before. If you follow the Facebook page, we in this channel, we've reviewed those. And actually last year in the fall, we ran this hot weather vest on my Georgia dog when she was recovering from an injury to protect her there. And we also use it on my Gabby dog who had an incident as well. So very useful, very lightweight. I do like this material for the uplands. They also make their vests with like a canvas cordura type material, but this stuff is super light. We got quality metal on here, right? We got nice buckles. It's quite adjustable. This one that I have here, I believe, is a size medium, and when I talked to Jeff, we figured that would fit any one of the dogs that I have in my kennel, as those dogs range anywhere from, I think the smallest female I have is probably about 38 pounds to the biggest male I have is 50, 52, something like that. So this vest should work very well for them. We will put it on the dogs during woodcock banding and let them run it. I did for years run a previous skid plate, but I am really impressed with this one. There's very minimal stitching on it, and a lot of the stitching that holds this stuff on is done very well, and it's also on the back of the plate where it's not going to get snagged up, and you've got that quality leather up front. So another great, again, there's not much I can say about it. It's a skid plate, and there's not a lot to it, but I'm telling you, it's light, it looks durable, it'll stand the test of time, and it's a Michigan company, Field Armor. I think all told, I bought this off his website. With shipping, it set me back somewhere around $60. So I can't complain with that. Field Armor, you should definitely check them out and stay tuned for some field time on this, and then I'll circle back with the review on it. And speaking of the Michigan-made companies, I haven't really given a shout out to all my friends recently because we've been a little bit behind on my blogging and some of these videos, but it appears to me that Pike Gear still has some good sales going on, so you want to reach out to Brent and get yourself maybe a pair of those Dakota pants, but just wonderful pants that I tested last year that are just top notch. As my kids would say, those things are gas. They are really nice pants. I like them a lot. Get yourself a pair of suspenders for them. Don't look back. You don't know what you're missing on that. Also saw that Collar Clinic out of Traverse City. There's a Garmin sale going on right now that I don't know if it's specific to Collar Clinic, but I would recommend you go to Collar Clinic. They're good people down there, Michigan company, been in business for a long time. I saw that it's actually like $100 off the tracking collars like the TT15X, and then the handhelds or the combo units are a couple hundred or something like that. So if you're thinking about getting into the Garmin Alpha platform or the tracking type stuff, that now would be a really good time to do it with those deals going on. Just make sure you give the guys down at Collar Clinic a call because they'll hook you up right away. Last but not least, in the podcast world, we can't forget to mention the Bird Camp podcast. Good friend Joe runs that. That is a Michigan podcast for Michigan people. You know, we have some podcasts that people try to go all over the state to impress people, but we've got right here in Michigan, we got the Michigan podcast for the Michigan bird hunters, and can't appreciate that even more. So give them a look also. Other than that, stay warm on this snowy end of April day, and maybe read a book, pet your dog, do something upland related. But remember, always, 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 always like and subscribe to this channel. Did you like that? That was so selfish. I can't believe I even did that. But hey, if you like the channel, like and subscribe. I'd really, really appreciate it. We're going to be doing some more videos this spring. Like I said, we're going to get out of the woodcock banding. I've got a couple dogs in for training now that we're doing some backing exercises with, and of course we are always working puppies, and you've probably seen some of those videos on YouTube here already. If you ever have any questions about anything I'm doing in those videos, reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to pay it forward and explain to you guys what's going on. All right, so don't forget Puppy Seminar end of May, and stay tuned for Bonanza announcement coming up. And then please visit some of those Michigan companies. All right? Appreciate you tuning in. Till later, Uncle Grouse says see ya. Thank you again.